When there's a little bit of mystery, when there's a cliffhanger, when there is a gap in our Star Wars knowledge and understanding, why do so many Star Wars fans immediately look to fill that gap with something they already know, something they're already familiar with, searching for something familiar, playing a big old game of connect the dots even when dots might not connect? Maybe that was Cad Bane. Maybe that was Boba Fett. Maybe that John Boyega guy's character in Episode 7 is Lando Calrissian's son. Hey, this isn't a knock, I'm legitimately curious because my brain often goes in the complete opposite direction, probably to a fault. I just find it interesting how different all of our thought processes are on this kind of stuff. Now I'm going to mention a super short shot at the end of The Mandalorian Episode 5. It's just a shot, it's not really a spoiler, there's nothing to spoil, it's just a moment. But if you haven't seen it and you don't know anything about it, just turn away, I guess. So, at the end of Episode 5 of The Mandalorian, we see a shadowy figure emerge from the waist down. We see boots, we see a cape, we hear steps, and when I saw this moment, I didn't even once think Boba Fett. Not a single Boba Fett thought popped into my brain. I think I've just kind of established in my head that The Mandalorian is its own self-contained story with new characters, and there not really being a reason to reintroduce characters from the past. It wasn't until I did a live stream the day after this episode aired, and I saw people asking me if I thought it was Boba Fett. Boba Fett? Huh? Nah. Oh my god, it's probably gonna be Boba Fett and I'm gonna eat my words. In the context of past Star Wars, that perspective kind of makes sense, right? It's like Star Wars fans have been conditioned to expect comebacks. Darth Maul, Boba Fett in Legends, now Palpatine. I'm sure there's even more examples than just that. It's like, unless we see a character bleed out right in front of the camera as their eyes roll into the back of their head and their bodies are thrown on top of a funeral pyre, some fans will not accept that character's death. I don't know, it's just weird to me. Now, why do people think that this particular shadowy figure is Boba Fett? Well, for one, it's Tatooine, and as we know, Boba Fett is the only guy on Tatooine who wears pants, a cape, and jingle-jangle cowboy boots. People have focused on the boots, analyzing the boots, and have concluded, based on shots that are so dark that it looks like somebody smeared mud on the camera lens, that this must be Boba Fett. To me, it seems more likely that the evidence comes from personal want. If someone wants it to be true, if someone hopes that it becomes true, then they are far more likely to believe it to be true, despite the almost non-existent evidence of it being true. I mean, look, Giancarlo Esposito's character wears a cape. We see it in the trailer. It could very well be him. To me, that is way more likely than it being Boba Fett. Hell, it could be Grief. We see him wear a long duster here and there. He survived his encounter with the Mandalorian. Maybe he's on the hunt. And, well, you get my point.